Been the place where our kings and queens have been coronated since Christmas Day 1066. Inside, many of them are buried, as are the likes of Chaucer, Dickens, Newton and Darwin, Turner and Handel, many more. You can go in, most days it is open, it's very well worth it. And ahead of us, some of you have spotted it, the cameras are flashing away. That is, of course, Big Ben, the clock tower of Parliament. It's the largest four-faced clock, chiming clock anywhere in the world. It chimes on the hour, it will chime in about 15 minutes, Big Ben. Big Ben is actually the name of the bell inside, the 13.5-ton bell. Each of those minute hands is 14 foot long and the rest of the tower is about 300 foot tall. It's attached to the Houses of Parliament where our government runs the country. The building under the scaffolding is the House of Commons. This is where our elected members of Parliament sit to debate the issues of the day. They sit in benches, 2 sword lengths apart so that they can't attack each other. We'll be going back round Parliament Square soon. I'll explain to you what's going on in the middle here. They're just letting the grass recover after a protest a few weeks ago. Most of the building dates from the 1850s, the Palace of Westminster, built in this lovely Victorian perpendicular Gothic style. Except for the long roof building, this is much older. Some of the long roof building is the Westminster Great Hall, and that's nearly 700 or 800 years old. That's where the trial of Charles I took place. Later on we'll find out, we'll go see where he was executed. It's also where the man on our right, Winston Churchill, where he was laid, where he lay in state, as did the much beloved Queen Mother. The rest of the palace burnt down in 1834 after a great fire. They were burning tax receipts in the basement and managed to overheat the chimneys and burn the whole thing down. They did build a marvellous palace to replace it. The chap with his statue is there, that's Oliver Cromwell, who was leader of Britain after we executed our king. His head stood on a pike just in front of the building here. He stuck his head on a pike after his death. And the chump on the horse is Richard the Lionheart, our famous crusading king, who couldn't speak a word of English. And there is the House of Lords behind it, the senior chamber of the palace, senior seat of government. Through this archway is where the Queen opens Parliament every year. This is our stop for Parliament Square, or Westminster Abbey. While we stopped here, do look behind you. There is a magnificent view to our rear of